Now let's celebrate one of our icons, Mr. Ngannou, for his first round knockout victory. The Predator. After the fight, he became so emotional. Did you any of you watch the fight?
I didn't watch the fight, but
I
watched the
watched
recap.
the beginning of the fight, and then I had so much to do. So
Well, he was. Did you see the part where he was emotional?
Yeah,
yeah.
it was all over the media. Everybody did.
Yeah. So he was emotional because of the loss of his son, which
Kobe.
is Kobe. Yeah. So RIP to Kobe, and we
Rest in
pray
peace,
that
Kobe.
Mr. Ngannou recovers from his loss because it's not. We have never experienced that, and God forbid we pray we experience that type of thing. But
Yeah.
seeing it from afar, we really feel for him. But the question I want to ask is: was Kobe failed by the healthcare system, both in Cameroon and Saudi Arabia, or was it just a little bit of negligence? Because he had he passed out twice. First in Cameroon, he was taken to the hospital, and you know what they always say in the hospital in Cameroon: we not see anything, we not see nothing. When he took the child to Saudi Arabia in the hospital, and they thought that he had a swollen lung. So one minute they thought it was that, then the next minute they thought it was asthma. So they gave him a ventilator for to help him out. But later on, they took it out. But do you think, in your opinion, what do you think really happened? Was it the healthcare system that failed him in Cameroon? Because if it was noticed in the beginning, they would have sorted the thing out.
I don't think it's. I don't want to blame any doctor or any nurse or anything. Those people are well-educated people. To be a doctor in Cameroon, you have to study for 7 years. To be a nurse, you have to study for 3, 4 years. So probably they didn't have enough equipment to detect what was wrong with the baby. So I would just say, I don't want to blame anybody. It can just be it can be negligence. It can be fate. It can be anything. So I just think it's a sad situation, and I sympathize with Francis Ngannou. So I don't want to blame anybody because there was no clear evidence of negligence by any of the medical practitioners that led to the death of
That's
the
true.
child.
That's true. Yeah.
So it can just be a coincidence that children are born with with different sorts of disorders that you need specialized medical, not just medical practitioners, but specialized medical equipment to be able to detect those things early on. So it's just an unfortunate situation, and I wish him the best.
Hey, what do you think?
There's nothing to think about there. To be honest, the only word that crossed my mind when you were talking about this situation is faith.
Okay.
If you see where get will be, no matter what the doctor might have tried, no matter it doesn't matter whether it's in Cameroon or it's in Saudi Arabia or in America or whatsoever. If it was the destiny of the child that he won't reach a certain stage in life or he won't attain a certain age in life, then all left to God. Only God knows best. What has happened, and we can't blame people. There are some situations even that as an African man, I believe in spirituality. There are some things that you don't just blame people like that because there might be some other forces. I'm not saying there are forces, it's a spiritual thing. I'm saying as an African man, I can't just blame people.
So let's look on the bright side, right? We all know where, because we are Cameroonians, so we all know where Ngannou came from, to where he is right now. He's now followed by one of the most popular athletes, who is Cristiano. And also, at one point, he was trained by, I don't know if Mike Tyson is one of his trainers, but he was trained by Mike Tyson. So for you to have that level of grace coming from where Mr. Ngannou is coming from, how can you measure that type of grace?
I think it's not just grace. It's not just grace. If you look at Francis Ngannou's path, where he came from, boy don't work Bambe for Maché Central, Carré Sansan for Batier, Ouattara for Batier. So if you look at his path, his journey, go through sea, go to Europe and all that, and all the struggle to become a professional fighter. Ronaldo get a similar journey, not identical to that of Francis Ngannou, but Ronaldo also came from a very low class family.
Is that
So
the pivotal point? Is that where the link? Is that because they come from similar struggles?
Ronaldo actually identify with Francis Ngannou more. I think that's from my own point of view. That's just from my own thinking. Ronaldo really liked Francis Ngannou because when Francis Ngannou was giving the interview, he said Ronaldo said he likes his fights because they have this similar kind of history. They came from nothing. They walked up their way right to the top. No people no really like not just no rate them. So Ronaldo be get for always motivate himself with a family to be the best at a career, and he don't achieve a lot in a career. So he be really identify with Ngannou. It's the same like us. If you see somebody who you have gone through a struggle and you see that person gone through something similar, you kind of like to identify with the person. And so it's just like a coincidence which worked out perfectly for Francis Ngannou.
Hey, what do you think?
Well, I don't have much to say on that. Like I always say, Francis Ngannou na picky girl be oil. So it don't shine. Picky girl be oil must shine. There's nothing you can do about it. It's been so many years of also we cannot say all this without putting in consideration that he's been very hardworking. Yeah, over the years, and with grace also.
Is it
You
that
know,
Cameroon is an icon making factory to a point where we've had so many icons from Roger Miller to Eto'o to all Mboma and all these people. We don't get to a point where we need to rub our icons, accomplishment there for people that face. Like for example, you get Nigerians, right? If one Nigerian accomplish something, the whole Africa will hear about them. But us Africans, us Cameroonians, will just be so shy. Is it shyness or an internet problem where when they like disturb the rest of Africa about our icons? They will get too many for a small country like Cameroon.
So we not actually get too many for a small country. Cameroon is like 30 million, 30, 40 million people. So
no, as compared
As
to
compared to
Nigeria,
a
the
giant
other
like
countries,
no, but
Nigeria.
Nigeria get a world of icons than Cameroonians. I can name 100 different Nigerians that are popular in different places that you might even have no idea about. The world chess champion is Nigerian. Kukaton Nigeria, Yuda Bashi. The first female I did the first female IMF. I think the first female
No,
person.
what I'm saying is right.
we don't brag
All of
about
this, we don't
us
brag about
enough.
ours.
We don't have a
like the way you see you.
We
You
don't have
know,
enough.
you know about lots of Nigeria accomplishments, right?
Yeah.
But if you pull out a Nigerian and you ask, what do you know about Cameroon and all those kind of things, they don't get any idea.
Because we need to talk about our legend in that way. We don't. I don't think we even hype West Madiko enough. Madiko I think he had Grammy. He was nominated for Grammy something one time ago. We don't talk about Richard Bona enough.
Mm-hmm.
These are people that Richard Bona is a legend
in music in
any form.
Richard Bona is singing is it Makossa?
He does classic music.
He does classic music Makossa in what language? In French?
No. He does it in English, he does it in Chinese, he does it in so many
Chinese.
Richard Bona speaks like maybe like 10 or so many different languages.
But the thing is, we don't have people that are marketing Cameroon. It's just that simple.
No, they are there. We don't talk about them enough. We don't talk about our
Nigeria have a well-structured PR system. I'm not saying the whole country, right? The Nigerian industry, they have a well-structured PR system. So it's not just down to the citizens, though they are hyping up their countryman or their countrywoman. It's the person's management, right? You see the picture Francis Ngannou had with Ronaldo, the videos they had in the dressing room and everything. if Francis Ngannou was a Nigerian, bro, his management would sell that picture for billions. They will market it. They would give it out to TV station. They will market. They market themselves well to be known. So it's not really a thing. And then they have the population more than us, so they can afford to make much more noise than most other countries on the internet.
They can make noise. They can make noise. That's no doubt. But the problem here is in Cameroon. I just think Cameroonians. Example, if you look at the music we are doing now in Cameroon, if you go to the music, the entertainment industry in Cameroon now, you will realize that from the producers to the most especially the video directors. Me now, what impressed me now in Cameroon music industry are the video directors, not even the artists. It is not news now that the artists now have been making tours in the past 5 years, the recent 5 years in Cameroon music industry. They have been making tours and stuff like that. But if you look at these video directors, man, Dr. King Steven leaves Cameroon. He shoots Fally Ipupa. He shoots Tufan. He shoots so many world-class artists out there. But Cameroonians don't even brag about it. They don't even talk about it. This is a genius. This is a genius. We don't even brag about it.
Who is supposed to be talking about him?
Us Cameroonians. Look at the way Nigerians. Look at the way Nigerians hype Etiji Omori.
No, it is which Nigerians do you have to be? I've lived with a lot of Nigerians. I lived with Nigerians in Dubai. The thing is, Nigeria have 10 times the population that Cameroon has on the internet.
Yeah.
Nigerians have 10 times the population that Cameroon has in the music industry. So if we have 10 people, 5 people, right?
Yeah.
Hyping Dr. Ken Stevens.
Yeah.
And then we have, let's say we have 5% of people, sorry. We have 5% of people in the music industry hyping Dr. Ken Stevens.
Yeah.
Right? It's not still going to be comparable to 3% of Nigerians hyping.
But at least let the 5%
because they have the numbers.
Let the 5% do it. That's the point. Not even a comparison.
Come on, we are doing it. Everybody knows about Dr. Ken Stevens.
They are not doing it. How many people? What do you
Dr. Ken Stevens is not very popular because social media is algorithm, and the algorithm deals with numbers. That's right? So if you have 1 million...
Why you say Dr. Ken Stevens is not that popular? What do you mean? Which director in Africa has awards more than Africa? But in Cameroon...
You think we are not hyping him because...
We are not hyping.
You don't see him top of the chart everywhere on social media. That's what I'm telling you.
Not even on social media. Not even topping the charts. How many bloggers profile Ken Stevens?
How many bloggers do we have in Cameroon?
In English Cameroon, we have
how many popular bloggers, which are very popular? Bloggers that can post something and they have 10 million views.
10 million views. What exactly? Which Nigerian blogger post and have 10 million views?
Okay, bloggers that can post and they have bloggers that can post.
So we have bloggers that have influence. We have bloggers like Future.
The question is my question is this.
Yeah.
How many bloggers do we have in Cameroon that can post you today and you wake up tomorrow to 1 million followers?
To 1 million followers?
Yes.
It's impossible.
Exactly. We don't have.
Wait.
We don't have that in Cameroon.
Wait. You are not getting the point now. Now, what you are doing is comparison. You are comparing. In Nigeria, you have the Tunde Enos, the Linda Ekejis, and the rest that when they post you have followers and stuff like that. In Cameroon, if we have a blogger like Future, we have a Future. Is it Future?
I don't even know the Future.
Yes.
So you can imagine.
Wait, that's you. If you have people like him, you have people like Victor Kange, you have people like this guy in the French zone that is also making wave now like this. If they have at least 500,000 people following them, and they can create an awareness to their 500 people that there is somebody somewhere like Eno doing this, that. Don't you think there's a population or a niche that you get into their mind with just that post?
It's all about business. It's showbiz. Bro,
in Nigeria.
See, now showbiz, right? You get all those people you call, I don't even know them.
In showbiz, at times you lost to gain.
No. So you think all of those bloggers, they just post people for free?
They post people who will give them. If they post and the end pays them. They post Jovi and Jovi pay them. They post people that are making content that's all these TikTokers in Cameroon. Do they pay them? Okay. They don't. They also want the relevance.
Okay, so for an upcoming artist.
For an upcoming artist who is doing good, why would they not post you? They
The thing
posted
is-
me. They posted me in 237 shows with more than 5 times without me giving them a dime. I was in Dubai doing freestyles.
And I no be ever know you that time.
That's the
So,
point.
That's
the
what I'm
point.
still saying.
At that point, no, it's correct. At that point, you do not know me, but my audience grew from that.
Yes.
My audience grew. My Facebook followers increased. My YouTube followers increased. My views increased. Also my videos.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That people can still do the work, but the effect that you want to have will not be the same as the effect if a Nigerian person do it, because they have more. They high.
The topic here is we are not hyping them enough.
And
my point
is let's not compare.
It's not comparison. It's not comparison.
We are hyping them in the French African world. Believe me, in the French African world, right?
Yeah.
Cameroon is very, very popular.
Yeah.
There are two countries that are popular in French Africa.
Yeah.
Cote d'Ivoire and Cameroon.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we are even comparing, it's kind of like Cote d'Ivoire and Cameroon is kind of like Nigeria and Ghana. We call ourselves La Belle Famille.
Mm-hmm.
So people, we don't get, the misconception is Cameroonians don't do this, Cameroonians don't do this, Cameroonians.
They don't, not like
most of the things that happen in the French part of Cameroon, which is 80% of Cameroon, some people don't even know the English part of Cameroon. You call this blogger from the French side of Cameroon, I don't even know him. If I don't even know any blogger in English Cameroon, that's the funny thing. I don't know any blogger out of Cameroon.
You're not in the media space. How can you say you don't know any blogger in Cameroon?
No, I mean,
you don't know Future, you don't know Victor.
Okay, I know of Kimbi blog. Is it Kimbi blog?
You know Next Empire.
Nothing. I don't know them.
Anyway, let's not stray away from what we are saying here. The thing is, right? Let's come back to Mr. Ngannou.
Yeah.
You see, Mr. Ngannou, he came from the West.
Bati.
So he went to Nigeria. From Nigeria, he went to Niger. He went to Morocco, to Spain, to France, and now he's now in the US. I believe he's now stationed in the US. He now lives in the US permanently, right?
Yeah.
So look at the level of determination just to pursue your dream. And him living, because I watched an interview, he said he left Cameroon knowing exactly what he wanted to pursue in his life. So look at the level of determination living Cameroon, and you know that you want to pursue this particular dream. And he's got to a point where he has achieved it. But when you go back to Cameroon, back in the day when I was there, I would see a lot of my friends who were very good in football, they were good in certain things, and you try to encourage them that, say, man, you sabi ball, why not pursue ball? The person will tell you, say, na payday that they succeed. They'll brush you before you become anything. Why be say, when you see that level of determination nowadays, what will be the cost? More blame the government, we blame the devil, or na Brazaris? Which one?
Brazaris. Why? Me, I think, first of all, it has to do with your self-confidence. Some people are just scared of competition. Anything that has to do with talent has to do with a lot of hard work. Like they earlier said, like they say in the entertainment industry, talent is not enough. You have to prove people wrong. You have to be outstanding. I believe most Cameroonians most creative Cameroonians that I've come across with are too relaxed. They are too relaxed, be it in football, including me. I'm not saying, including in football and in music. You go to a place like in Ivory Coast, the late Arafat. What Arafat was doing in Ivory Coast is Arafat will realize that the industry is too dormant. He will just come and clash everybody and tell them, look at this one, you remove songs since last 2 years, you have only one hit song. Look at this one, you cannot even compete with me. He's not doing that, he's not doing it like putting his ego in front. He's putting them to work. In Cameroon, an artist will come and say, a rapper will come and say, I'm the best rapper in my zone, or I'm the best rapper in this, in that. The whole industry will start insulting you. No rapper is going to even go into the studio to do a song that will even that will create a burst. Nothing. The highest thing they'll do is just type and type and type and type. You understand? We don't work enough. I think that's the problem. It has to do with the individual. It's not about the government. They always say, you always ask, what is the government doing for? What are you doing for your country?
That's true.
I think is it's just the showbiz. Cameroon is not really into the showbiz. Cameroon artists, Cameroon movie makers, and so many other people. They are not very much into the showbiz. They don't really understand how the thing works, especially the advertisement and the publicity. Like the PR stuff.
Yeah.
So, and also the collaboration in Cameroon is not that great because we don't have institutions that are set up to make artists to promote to promote.
It's a
baby
baby industry. Everybody
So
wants
yeah,
to be
it's
the
yeah,
first
it's still
to buy it.
growing. That's why I say we cannot compare because other people have gone ahead of us. So it's not that we are not doing things for our icons, our musicians, the Manu Dibangos, the Grace Lakers, the
Libianca.
Ben Lakers. No, Libianca is not even Cameroon's making. And also you have to look at come on. It's not Cameroon's making. Libianca was in America and she did that. She had the support from the US.
I think Libianca went to America when she was very young.
Yeah.
Well, she's
been singing in America
when
for
Libianca sings, do you see a British accent in her? Do you see an American accent
Bro,
in her music?
Bamenda again,
No,
Bamenda
when you
again.
say, definitely.
You understand?
It does not take away the fact that she's a Cameroonian, she's a Bamenda woman.
No, but
even
I'm
her
saying,
music, she
but I'm
tells
saying,
people.
no, the 100 million views that she had, right?
Yeah.
The publicity to push that music for what made it to trend.
No, that's not the problem. We are lucky. We are lucky.
So you're trying
we are
to say,
fortunate. We are fortunate
if she
to
was
have.
in Cameroon
If she was in Cameroon
and released
only,
that same song, you wouldn't have had the attraction.
Of course,
not
it
have had the
wouldn't.
attraction. It
What
would
are you
not.
saying? It wouldn't.
Because
that's not a focus. My
Does it come back
focus
to
here
the
is
point that Cameroon don't promote their own?
no, we promote, but we
Oh,
don't
God.
have the mechanism to take it out there
We
to the
promote.
world.
So
We
it's
don't
preferable.
promote.
So it's preferable we
No,
take
come
our
on.
talents outside.
We do promote. No, not
We are
taking our
trying
talents
to
outside.
promote.
The fact is, we try our best to promote our artists, our icons, but we do not have the mechanisms in place yet to really push them out there.
The media is there. Only the media alone is enough.
No. Come on, why did Don Jazzy spend 200 million naira?
Yes,
on Rema.
To promote Calm Down for Rema, right?
Yeah.
And Don Jazzy is somebody who has developed
Lots of artists.
his company. He
before.
has developed a lot of artists and he has created a lot of contacts.
He did not.
You understand?
Yeah.
But I watched one interview and Don Jazzy said people are accusing him of he's not replying to DMs. That do they know how many DMs he has received to Rihanna and Rihanna's not replying? So it's not. Yeah. He said Rihanna's not replying to any of his DMs. He said, but you keep working. We are not there yet. That's the thing. We are not just there. It is nobody's fault. We still have time to go. You have former musicians like Kopo, like Krotal. Kopo who are saying, si tu vas mago, dis-le go. You understand? But Kopo does not have the same buzz that Kosi can have, Stanley can have.
That's
so it's time. It's just time.